Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 44 Savage. I know some of you might be thinking, who in the world is 44 Savage? I know 21 Savage. I know of 22 Savage, or at least he used to be called 22 Savage. He doesn't call himself that anymore. There was a guy that was brought up in the YSL RICO indictment, and he goes by the name of 44 Savage on social media. Now, he was thrown into the mix because of some tapes that were recently released of YSL Lil telling on everybody pretty much. You know, I can't say that he's telling. It seems like he's giving up a lot of information to a different set of investigators, a different set of detectives. And 44 Savage is one of the people he mentioned in a heated part of the conversation where he's talking about people going to the club and people actually about to lose their life. Now, what's wild about this situation is everybody has had time to process the YSL Woody tapes because dude was telling a lot.
Bruh.
And I mean a lot. He was giving up a lot of information. And I'm pretty sure anybody who was around him back in the day and didn't know that he was undercover, deep cover, or whatever he was, they were shocked to hear their names. And it seems like 44 Savage is in that same boat. So he recently reacted on social media, and he's still reacting right now. Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about 44 Savage and his reaction, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, so right here, this is 44 Savage, right? At least that's what he goes by on social media. Now, I don't think he's any type of rapper. I don't know his connections to a lot of the people in the rap game, but if you were to look at his social media, you'd be surprised at who follows him. So man, let's actually look at that. You can see here on his page that he's followed by Problem Child and he's followed by Lil Baby and several other rappers who are super hot in the rap game. Now, what's being talked about is this picture right here of 44 Savage. This Kia car is said to be a Kia Stinger. Now, the Kia Stinger was brought up during the interview process when YSL Woody was talking to the detectives. Now, I don't know the significance of that car, if they could trace that car to something, but I do know that a lot of people are in the comment section of this picture talking about 44 Savage is deleting all the comments because of this car, or the people who are commenting on this photo. So I don't know if he should just delete the photo altogether, man. I mean, at this point, it's already out there, and I'm not sure if he cares much, but it's wild that you would be sitting at home one day, and all of a sudden a video goes viral of some guy on social media, basically that you knew was a street dude, but you see him telling everything to the detectives. And I'm talking about this video with YSL Woody. So let's actually look at what he said about Savage.
Who's involved?
Everybody. Every single body from drug dealers, everybody involved.
Like who? You're not, I can't see that.
Y'all want the most, the information that I give y'all this information, y'all be like, okay.
That's
Now, this is the point in the video where YSL Lil Woody was basically trying to bargain for his freedom. He's bargaining with these detectives. You got the guy looking at him like, I don't believe a word you're saying. You got the lady trying to work with him. I don't know if this is a little bit of good cop, bad cop, or what it is, but he's doing a lot of talking.
I've never done that, so don't do that.
But you're not telling me how you can help me, even though
I'm telling you.
ain't promised me nothing, but if I gotta go sit in jail and do time, you know what I mean?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, well, I can't make it any clearer, Woody. I've never screwed you over.
So this way I have Quay said.
What's wild about YSL Woody is you can tell throughout the video, the whole 3 hours, that he's been through this process several times working with the authorities, man. You know, one of the guys he was talking to, it made it seem like they had been working together for like 10, 11 years, man. So it's wild to see this play out how it did. And it's wild to see how he's trying to maneuver to make sure that he stays free. And he starts giving up names, and one of those names is 44 Savage. Here we go.
Which Savage?
Yes. It's crazy.
21 Savage?
No.
44 Savage?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what's wild to me is that the detective already knew who 44 Savage was. Like, most people in the hip-hop game didn't know who 44 Savage is. Like, most people don't know who he is because, to my knowledge, he's not a rapper or an entertainer or anything like that. If you look at his page, I didn't see any songs up. I didn't see any music videos up. I saw a post that he made to King Von when he passed away but he hasn't posted on his page in a while. All you see him with is a lot of different cards and stuff like that. So for the detectives to know who 44 Savage is wild, man. That means he was probably already on their radar, and it might have been Lil Woody who put him on their radar. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
But let's continue.
They're gonna do what?
They going to the club tonight.
And how do they get this information from him?
But you need how to get it from him. Shit, I heard right there when he said it.
But I'm saying, like, how does he communicate to them?
Yeah, FaceTime. Because they think.
Now, there he talks about the process that YSL has been using with FaceTime to communicate back and forth through everybody. You know what I mean? So it put 44 Savage, I'm sure, in a weird place. Because basically you got your name all the way out there and you're not famous. I mean, he's got a decent amount of followers on social media, but nothing crazy. It seemed like a normal page, like just a regular guy. Even though he's followed by the people like Lil Baby, Problem Child, and folks like that, this would be a shocker if I was him, man. And I'd be trying my best to scrub my account, you know what I mean? Even if I didn't do anything, because I'm not going to say he's guilty of committing any crime or doing anything, but obviously the detectives thought that when he brought up the name Savage and she said 44 Savage, that they have something on this guy or he's a person of interest in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Now, that doesn't mean they didn't want him for questioning for something else. Or maybe she knew his name off the top of her head because he's local to Atlanta. But man, dude had waited a while before even commenting on this. And he's been active, or somebody's been active, removing comments on his page. But today, he went to his own story on his page and posted this. Now, right there, you can see 44 Savage. It says, shrug emoji, streets, Woody a rat. You know, Woody a rat emoji. You know what I mean? Me, how can I make 100 racks by Friday? So this is what he's doing. He's basically saying that, yo, everybody else is worried about YSL Woody allegedly being a rat, and he's worried about trying to get 100 racks by Friday, which I can't be mad at him about that, man. You know, that's not a bad goal to have. But priorities in order, I would say worrying about this YSL Woody thing would probably be higher on the list. Unless you know you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't commit any crimes. But the fact that they had his name on their lips in the interrogation room, that would be enough to scare me straight. You know what I mean? But man, what do you guys think about this? Because on one hand, if 44 Savage is just a private citizen, he's not an entertainer or anything like that, to have his name out there and keep being thrown around in this YSL investigation, isn't that even going to shine a bigger light on him and have people potentially looking at him for something that he might have not done or painting him in a light that he might not be? Because a lot of people are already starting to say like, yo, this dude must be a for real goon in them streets. For the police to know who he is, for YSL Lil Woody to bring him up while being interrogated, maybe there's something there. You know what I'm saying? It might be something there. But man, what do y'all tell me, man? Do y'all think that 44 Savage's response was thorough by just letting it be known like he ain't tripping or worried about everybody in the streets talking about Woody is a rat? Or is he justified in saying that, yo, I'm just continue worried about getting money and focused on that? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell. So that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.